Another video where I am looking at a profitable microcap stock in 2024 and trying to decide, is there opportunity here? Is there opportunity in the company? Is there opportunity in the stock? Is there opportunity in the sector? Today I'm looking at Redishred Capital Corp. Everything you need to get started, an introduction to this company, the stock, their earnings, some of my green flags, why I'm excited about this company, and some of my red flags, some things that are holding me back. Welcome to Common Sense Investing. My name is Cameron. Let's get started. Essentially, Redishred is a trucking company with a twist. So they operate ProShred, which maintains information security, legislative compliance, and personal privacy by shredding documents on site, as well as a few other services here. Offering mobile shredding, which every large company absolutely needs, but as that industry declines, as we use less and less paper, also trying to grow their information management services and e-waste recycling. And they have been doing this successfully for a long time. So Build What We Own is them growing their business organically as they sign more contracts. They also have acquisitions, both from outside the company, but also because they do have franchises, which is a great way to make money. They also provide an exit strategy for these franchises where they will buy them back when they're done. When people are retiring, they will buy their own franchises. So 3, maybe 4 ways here that this company is growing. Redishred has conducted 79 million in acquisitions since 2018. In the past 10 years, they have an EBITDA compounded annual growth rate of 70%. They have 15 other franchises that they could still acquire in the future, as well as they estimate 750 independent operators in the United States alone. So still potential for growth here, even though it's paper shredding. And if you go look at their investor deck, I think they're concerned about this, right? I think the common misconception is that the paper industry is dead. Why would I invest in a paper company when this industry is going away? Because they have slide after slide and information after information for you to show that they're still growing through all of this. So just another slide here showing how they expect to grow shareholder value. Also proven by their growth, their revenue growth here in thousands of Canadian dollars. I should point that out. 2021, they had 36 million, 2022, 57 million. Expected 2023 is 67 million, right? So that is exceptional growth that did kind of slow down through COVID. So that might be another opportunity here, right? Their 8-year growth rate was much higher back in 2014, 2015. They had 11.3%, 5-year growth rate of 8.3%, 3-year growth rate of 7.9%. So that growth rate has come down through COVID. There wasn't a lot of people in office. There probably wasn't a lot of paper shredding going on, or less paper shredding going on. That hurt this business. Are they still finally rebounding to that 11% growth rate? Are they going higher than that? Generally, they're trying to through acquisition. So even though the business slowed down there for a while, this was a good opportunity, even though it was a really tough time for the company. So let's go take a look at some of the numbers, right? Management discussion and analysis. I like here for a company that does paper shredding, they are trying to appeal to the ESG group, saying that in the third quarter of 2023, they saved 215,000 trees through their paper recycling services. So that's fantastic. One of the things, though, to keep in mind with this company that we'll be talking about is that depending on the price of paper, reselling that shredded paper, that can have a huge impact on Redishred. The company gives 13 key performance indicators, KPIs, that they want investors to look at. They're all listed out for you to go read. Here's the top 6, and you can see again here at the bottom, they talk about it a couple times. The corporation location operating income less net recycling revenue growth and margin. This measures the corporate location's ability to improve operationally, removing the fluctuations of commodity paper prices and baling paper costs. So they have to take out the price of the very fluctuating sale of paper. But other than that, they want you to focus on some significantly good things here, which is system sales performance, EBITDA less net recycling revenue growth, consolidated operating income. This is a profitably operating company right now. Some interesting numbers here, and I will try to stick to the 9 months because I think that's more important. Total system sales is up about 3 million. Revenue is up about 8 million. However, the EBITDA is flat. Now, why is that? Because the price of paper has gone down, right? So their EBITDA minus their net recycling costs is actually up. Their operating income is down, again, because that includes selling the paper. So operating income is down, even though EBITDA is up. At the end of the day, I'm down here looking at free cash flow per share, which is actually up from 27 cents from 24 cents. So it's weird reading some of these numbers thanks to the price of paper. But at the end of the day, this company is improving gradually. Now, please keep in mind, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is just an average retail investor communicating with other investors, getting great discussion on some of these stocks to hopefully make us all a better investor. So not financial advice. Now, I'm not going to go through all the numbers because this is an introduction video. So I expect you to go do your own research. Let me know what you think of Redishred. But it seems like they have slow incremental growth that could be accelerating now that they've made all these acquisitions after COVID. This is very, very interesting. Cash provided by operations is up a little bit. They reduced their capital expenditures recently, and their free cash flow is coming in nicely. So a company that wants to acquire more companies, has acquired more companies, still has a nice cash flow to do so. Now, do not forget, I know you're probably sick of hearing this from me. Don't just trust companies. Don't FOMO buy. Don't YOLO buy. We need to look at the company setting goals and the company achieving goals. I typically refer to SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely. I am not interested in any company that doesn't set goals for their shareholders. And Redishred does a fantastic job of delivering high quality SMART goals here. Same location shredding system sales growth to US $57 million. Growth in same location EBITDA to $22.1 million. EBITDA margin of at least 35% and operating income margin of at least 20% before transition and acquisition costs. They actually have 5 specific SMART goals here. I absolutely love that from a company. And they get bonus points from me, right? I'm more bullish. I can be more bullish on a company that has good, open, honest transparency, delivering goals, setting goals, and communicating exactly what is happening with those goals. All right, so that's enough information for an introduction to Redishred, right? In my opinion, what are the risks with this company? What are the rewards of this company? Let's take a look. Again, just my opinion, not financial advice, but a couple things I wanted to point out. I think the main problem is a lot of investors see Redishred as the milkman. Is this an industry that's going away? With so much digital stuff now, a lot less paper being used, is this a dying industry? Well, their revenue growth wouldn't suggest that, right? And basically their bull case here is that they're saying that paper is never going away forever. Yes, a lot more things are moving to digital, but there's still going to be a paper component in the future, as well as they're trying to grow out their secure e-cycle electronic waste sales and their scanning sales. Now, the scanning sales have gone up 17%. That's where they take all your old paper trail, they scan it into a digital format. So that's improving 17%. Not a huge number yet, but their e-waste sales hasn't really been going up. So they do long term, and we're talking long term like 10, 20, 30, 40 years, want to replace some of their paper shredding revenue with these new businesses, but it's pretty slow so far. And of course, in the near future, paper prices. Since Q3 of 2022, the high on paper prices, it's been going down, 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 down. Now, when you look at this, you can only assume that paper prices are going to continue to go down, probably to what they were in 2019, 2020, potentially, right? So I hope not, but that's going to affect the bottom line of this company. Now, in saying that, right, if we like the company, if it's a good company, how can share price go up? I mean, ultimately, if you like the company, it doesn't matter. How can you make money? This is what we're here for, right? I think the main argument here is value over growth. This company has been delivering for a long time, very easy to research, very clear what they want to do. They set goals, they achieve goals. So there's not a lot of time wasted here thinking like, well, is this a good company or not? It's a good company. You just have to determine if the financials are heading in the right direction for you, and can the share price also head in that direction? Now, when I talk about value, this is really interesting to me because basically what you see here is share price going to the moon. And I think most people, or at least I did when I first saw this, I was thinking this is COVID. This is the COVID era. Everything went up. We should ignore that. But that is not correct. Redishred was actually going up in price before COVID, 2016 to 2020. During COVID, initially it slammed to the ground. It recovered a little bit, but again, people were not in office during COVID. There wasn't as much paper shredding, so this company never really recovered. It still hasn't recovered. It's sitting right around here for a share price right now. So if you buy today, you're basically getting the same price as what? About 2018, 2017? That's interesting. If Redishred can just get back to the same price that they were at in 2019, right before COVID hit, if they could resume that share price and continue their growth, shareholders will make a lot of money. Can you look at their numbers? Can you look at their metrics and think Redishred can recover to 2019 levels? Redishred can recover to those levels and keep going up? That is the question here. And my question for you, do you want to keep discussing some of the best stocks, some of the best microcap stocks, some of the most profitable stocks in 2024? Down below in the pinned comment, I will have a link to my free Discord. Since YouTube canceled my last channel, I have started to diversify. And if you want access to 100% of my content, I have a Patreon starting at $3 United States per month for you to join. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon.